I know you're hungry. I know you're starving. Really, like me.
Yeah.
I like food. So let's fool around. The holidays are coming, so let's do an appetizer that's fantastic, low-cal, and tastes really good. And that's turkey pot stickers. So like most people, when they make turkey, they're kind of like, it's dry, it's yucky, but we're going to do one that's really, really moist. Okay, my pot's like kind of boiling away. So let's turn it down a little bit, okay? Put it off to the side. Now, with the pot stickers, it's really cool because what we're doing is we're going to use turkey, but you can use shrimp, you can use pork, you can use anything you want. You can use tofu, whatever your kids like.
Is it raw or cooked?
It's raw. And so because we're going to cook it, so we're going to pot stick it, which means you're going to stick it to the pot by kind of searing it with some oil, and then we're going to cook it by adding some water. So it's going to be really light, great. They have like maybe 30 calories each, but they're going to be fantastic. So you can eat 10 of them without even feeling any. So
I could eat 10 right now.
Me too. I'm starving actually. So we've got some turkey. I've put some mushroom in. Mushrooms give it a really savory taste. Garlic, some cilantro, some green onions, just some Asian spices. Rice wine vinegar. Rice wine vinegar adds a great flavor. If you ever have a flat dish, you add some vinegar or something like that, and then it just kind of perks it up. And so I've got it all. We're mixing in a bowl. Now I'm going to wrap it in. I'm kind of lazy. I could make the dough myself, which of course I don't want to do. Although I did it when I was in Asia. There would be what do you call that? Not Spring Festival, which is like their New Year's Eve. They get the whole family around, and I have 5 sisters, so we could probably belt out like 5,000 of these in a day. And they would roll up like 1,000 of them. So I'm just wash my hands quickly. And then we've got our pot stickers, and so you can buy these wrappers anywhere, like in the fruit section, the frozen food section. Make it yourself. Ask me for the recipe, I'll give it to you. You're just going to lay them out, okay?
If they come out of the package.
Pardon?
If they come out of the package.
Oh yeah, well, my hands are wet actually, so not a big deal. Lay them out like this, super thin. Just going to put them out like this. Really, really, really easy. Okay, quickly. And then we're just going to take a cup with water, brush my finger with it, take it all the way around the outside, because what I want to do is seal it up, okay? Now, it's just almost like a meatball. You don't want it really big, you just want it kind of small. Then I'm just going to put a little bit right in the center. Okay, just like that. Now, if you're at the Spring Festival, they do this. This is part of the tradition, but they also, in China, they do firecrackers all day long. All night long, all day long. They just light them off. It's so crazy, crazy. So,
How do you hold them up?
I'm going to show you. So, traditionally, what you do is you pleat them. Which can be a little, let me just put my hands up here, a little difficult. So they gather it all together in the middle like this, and then they just kind of pleat from the inside out. 2 pleats, like that. Okay, so it's got like a pleated look. And then they just kind of stamp it down so it's got a flat surface. So the easiest way to do it, seriously, is you just kind of roll it up together in the center, twist it off, like that. Flat. Okay?
Is that hard to do?
No. Simple. You want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay. So just try a few. It's really, really, really easy. And a lot of people think it's complicated. And if you think things are complicated, you're never going to do them, right? But if you think they're easy, you're going to do them.
What if
Okay?
the meat smushes out?
Doesn't matter. Well, it's a pot sticker. So what happens is we're going to cook the bottom, and then we're going to do the top. And so it's like you cook the bottom, steam the top, doesn't really matter. So,
Like that?
yep, perfect. Let me get a plate. Hopefully I have one in my cupboard. And we're going to put those on. So if you want to put those on afterwards, this is dated by the way. And I've got my pot here. I'm just going to heat it up to a medium. And I'm going to use some canola oil. Can't use olive oil because I don't want it to taste like olive oil. I don't want people to get hot enough that it's going to burn up. So I'm just going to put a little bit of canola oil in. Get my covered. And just a tiny bit. You don't need a lot. It's just simply so they won't stick. I know the name would kind of give you the indication that you would want them to stick, but I don't. Alright, here you go. Perfect. So let's just, you're going to put them in.
Me?
You. Yes, you.
You just pop it in?
Pop them in. And so what you're looking for is to be the heat to be hot enough that it can sear, which we're doing right now. And you want the texture, so you want it to be kind of really kind of crunchy and seary and brown and that gorgeous stuff. Yeah. So, yeah. And then what we're going to do is once they get nice and seared, we're going to add a tiny bit of water, steam them, and then finish. And I'm going to make a quick little sauce while we're waiting. So this is your water, David. Oh, he's gone. I'll add it. So our sauce is going to be just a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of ginger, some lime juice, some salt. So I'm just going to make a really quick little one. So there's my soy. This is your water right here. So what you're looking for is to make sure they're browned on the bottom. So you should be on, what's that show? Stream or something?
Yeah.
Little rice wine vinegar.
What is pour this in?
Yes, you just pour that in. Some red pepper flakes. Tiny bit of sesame oil. Okay, just like that. And then I want a little bit of acidity, some rice wine vinegar, and that's going to be our dipping sauce. Because if it's really high in acidity, it brings out the flavor of the dish. So if you have anything that's like kind of flat, blah tasting, just add that to it and you got it. Okay? So it's going to be probably only about 2 or 3 minutes and then we're done. So you have a plate ready?
I'm hungry. Let's eat.
There's a plate?
Here.
Okay, come on over. He's giving it. Okay. Alright. So it's just going to be about 2 or 3 minutes. And it really neat is I have a glass lid so I can see kind of how they crust on the bottom and kind of finish at the top. Does that make sense? So, and meanwhile, I'm going to chop a little bit of herbs. Now, a little secret I learned when I was in France teaching was that you actually chop the herbs before. Let me grab a big chunk. I always have fresh herbs here. Just down quickly. And then I just chop them first. I'm just going to big pass through. You chop them first before you wash them, okay? Really nice little quick one.
Just stick them to the pot, Donna.
Good, perfect. The name comes to truth. Okay. And then what I do is I just grab them all, wrap them in a napkin or a towel, rinse them off, and then you actually dry them out because what they do is it washes them. But if you're trying to wash them first and then try to chop them, they turn into a big pile of mush. So this way, they're going to stay really nice and fluffy, and they're creamy. So there we go. Okay. So that's the herbs. So your stuff.
No.
Okay, that's it. Take them off. So they actually didn't stick. Beautiful. Okay. So let's give them a little sprinkle of our parsley, a little bit of our low sodium sauce, a little bit, let me get a spoon here, a little bit of our dipping sauce, sprinkle them about, and let's see what they think. Okay? I'm going to try it.
Really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a little.
Delicious. So there you go. A simple and easy recipe. Lightening up one of our holiday favorites. So check out skinnydishing.com.